Hey there everyone, welcome. I am Ida Lee and this is Raw Emotions. Thank you for liking and subscribing to my channel. Please keep sharing these videos. You have no idea whose life this might help. It's a very lonely world, the special needs community. And again, it's just helping to bring information and light as to what we go through. Not a lot of people get it, understand it, nor do they want to. And that's your right. You can do it however you want to do, and most people do. Actually, all of us do. But real quick, I just want to give a quick update on her birthday party at JoAnn Fabrics. Huge shout out to JoAnn Fabrics for doing birthday parties now. All the kids had so much fun. It was relaxing and fun and high energy, high spirited. You know, the kids just had a blast. And for a lot of these kids, this was their very first birthday invitation. I know for us, this was our first birthday, friend birthday party. And she's 10. Stop and think about that for a second. Seriously, just stop and think about that. There was one birthday party that we were invited to, and I think it was kind of as a default. My husband is best friends, with the father. So we went to the birthday party, and for me, it was extremely awkward. I didn't know anybody there. I went with Bella and the dog. It was just the three of us. It was just three of us. And I had an emotional breakdown. We walked into the party. There was, like 30 or 40 people there, first of all. Wasn't expecting that. And then I'm just seeing all these kids running around, and not one person came over to say hi, to introduce themselves. As I'm pushing the wheelchair, through the house, you're commenting and saying hi to people. And again, it's a lonely world that we live in. And when you're afraid to say hi to somebody, yeah. So, unfortunately, that threw me into this whole spiral, and I had to go into their bedroom and have my little pity party, which was thoroughly embarrassing in front of, how many people. But it was a horrible experience, and I will never go through that again. I won't put myself through that, and I won't put her through that. It is what it is. So for her 10th birthday party, it was really special and very long overdue, extremely overdue. But with that being said, this was the very first time on her birthday that she did not have a seizure. That's huge. She was born in December. I've explained right from the beginning, we were in the hospital for 17 days, in and out of the hospital for the year. Well, I mean, her whole life basically, but every month for a year, 2 to 3 weeks at a time, we were hospitalized. And that has continued on, through these last 10 years, just not as doctor's visits, all in each month like that. We have had UTIs where she had once a month for a whole year, and that's unfortunately what helped contribute to the stage 1 renal failure. Aside from the Topamax and what was she on for her heart? I can't remember now, but Lasix. That's what it was, Lasix. But again, this was for her, and it was special. And all the kids had fun, and it was so neat to hear the parents and even, shoppers coming by and just say, wow, this is so cool, and whether it be good or bad, those shoppers got an eyeful. There were, 5 kids in wheelchairs? They got an eyeful, and maybe some of them needed to see it. So anyways, but something that I've been wanting to talk about is her Disney trip, her Make-A-Wish trip, and how that came about. It was kind of by accident. We were fundraising for the dog, and I had a high school friend reach out and contact me and explain, that her and her husband volunteered for Give Kids the World, for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. and that maybe we should get in contact with them. She didn't know if they helped donate for the dog. She didn't know what they could do, if anything. So I went ahead and contacted them, and before I knew it, we were signed up for a wish trip. I really don't know how that happened, to be honest. Like I said, I was calling, looking for fundraising, and the next thing I know, we're getting approved. And that's not an easy thing to do. You have to have a doctor's note. And what does a wish trip mean? What does that mean? It's your end of life dream. Okay? Those wish trips that those kids get to go on is because they might not make it. And that year, lo and behold, we were on the hot seat for heart surgery again. The first time that it was talked about, she was 10 months old. And it was canceled because they did not think that she would survive the surgery. And so when it came back up that they were talking about surgery, of course that threw me into a tailspin because we hadn't had to deal with that in, oh goodness, I think her wish trip was 4 years ago. So she would have been, 6? For 6 years, her heart was never, it just was never an issue, surgery issue. So when that came about, that was a game changer. And I understood why she was approved for that trip. It's something you don't, you never think you're going to do. You never, how many times do you hear, oh, they're going to Disney. How many kids go to Disney? Seriously, that's their wish? Listen, people, are you on your deathbed? What's your wish? Let these kids have fun. Who cares? Seriously, you're going to judge a dying child's wish? Give me a break. Get over yourself. I used to do it too, okay? Seriously. I would hear, it seemed like everybody just was doing Disney trips. And our Disney trip, we were fortunate enough to be able to go to Disney when she was 3 years old. And it was a family trip. And for us, it was not a very good trip. We weren't even in the air. Okay, so Michigan to Florida is a 2.5-hour flight. We weren't even in the air for maybe half an hour before she started seizing. And at that point, we still were on oxygen. So we were, we had the airplane oxygen tank. Yeah, that was, I just wanted to turn around right there and just go back home. And I kid you not, like every single day was worse than the previous day. It's like, what the fuck? What's going on here? But I'll tell you what, the best day that we had, I ended up having a migraine, and everybody else had left to go do, what they wanted to do. And it was just Constantine and Bella and myself. They had stayed back with me. And finally, I think it was like 11:30, 12 o'clock. I was like, let's go. Let's get out of here. So we went to Magic Kingdom, just the three of us, and we had a blast. We were there the day earlier, and it was so busy. You could, so congested. And when we went, it was like half the people were there. There was a slight breeze. It was just really enjoyable. And that's probably like my only fond memory of that trip. So when we were trying to decide what we wanted for her wish trip, because we were thinking a hot tub, she loves baths, and currently she's on our main level without a tub. We have to carry her up and down the stairs. So, a hot tub, let's look at that idea. And the more I got to thinking about it, I'm like, you know what? I want to redo Disney. Screw it. I want to redo Disney. That was the best trip ever. It really was. The boys had fun. Bella had a blast. I mean, the kids still want to go back to Give Kids the World. They still talk about vacationing at Give Kids the World. That's how much of an impact it had on them. It was truly magical. I will say, I did, however, break an employee. Oh, the poor little girl, 18 years old, I think it was her first day. we were, I think, I can't remember if Denny and the kids were in line for a ride. Anyway, she started seizing, and I had, taken her up to one of the attendants, and I just said, she's seizing. I need you to call an ambulance. And I broke her in good. Let's just say that. But we were immediately escorted, to one of their underground tunnels. They had a stretcher and, EMS right there. And the park staff, I mean, they just went above and beyond. They went and got her a gift. They gave the kids a gift. They gave us tickets to come back. It was early in the morning. I want to say it was like 11 o'clock. And we had to leave. We had to cancel our day. And so they went ahead and gave us tickets to go back. Yeah. It's a lot of emotions. But her favorite park was SeaWorld. And I yes, have mixed feelings about captivity. But she got to pet a dolphin. She got to watch the killer whale show. That was her favorite. That was so cool to see. She loved that show so much. I mean, she just was clapping and giggling and just... We watched it twice. That's how much she loved it. We had another high school friend who worked down there, and she still had contacts, and she was able to get us backstage to another dolphin show. Summer. No, it wasn't Summer. That's the other dolphin. I can't think of the little dolphin's name now, but they gave us a private show, and each one of the kids got to feed her and pet her, and it was, again, it's a wish trip. It was good. So, real quick, she did not go to sleep until 4:30 or 5 o'clock this morning. That's why this is going on. I just took a shower an hour ago. I think I've had 10 minutes of sleep in 24 hours. Let's add that to the last 10 years of 2 to 3 hours of sleep. Maybe 4. Yeah, I don't know how I'm still awake at this point, but anyways. Okay, so I'm going to leave you with that. I just wanted to give a quick update on her birthday and how much fun she had, and just talk about her wish trip, and how special it was. Yeah. And what it means, Yeah. But all right, I'm done crying. I'm going to go love on my girl. We're going to have an awesome night. I hope you all keep smiling. Keep sharing your love, and don't be afraid. Who cares? Do it for you.